And help us to resist oppression with all our will. And life forevermore. And help us to resist with all our will. And life forevermore.
That's how we used to sing it.
Yes, that's cool.
That's cool. This one is cool.
The school, the people at the back.
It's a different
ball game.
Oh, at the back there.
Okay.
What school did you attend? Primary school.
Primary school. So I went to the Light Academy and then I completed a Pinnacle Educational Center.
Okay, and then
Academy.
Pinnacle and then Pinnacle.
Academy.
No, Pinnacle Educational Center.
Pinnacle Educational.
Montessori, me Pausho. How about senior high school?
So I attended Ganata Senior High School in Dodowa.
Still
Accra.
Accra.
Yeah.
You didn't do It's Your Princess Room?
Oh, no.
You didn't do It's Your Princess Room?
That's how I'm
It's Your Princess Room is an important. Let's get into our stories
let's get into our stories for this morning. And as always, start off with the National Economic Dialogue. Why? Because it was climaxed yesterday. The Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry spoke about, a couple of things. Top on that list is the 24-hour economy. She, as Minister for Trade and Agribusiness, is going to be part of the team spearheading the 24-hour economy. Why? Because agribusiness and industry would be one of the key sectors that would lead the conversation for 24-hour economy. And then prior to that, there's been a conversation about which companies or which industries would drive this economy. Already, we have seen some government institutions practicing or putting measures in place to begin the practice of the 24-hour economy. The conversation then was, what about the private sector? What is going to happen to the private sector? For institutions like private banks, private telcos, what's going to happen? We know some of them are running 24 hours already, but are they going to be joining into the 24-hour economy rollout? She says that there's going to be a very, very in-depth conversation with the private sector, get to understand their concerns, their challenges, and how to push them, put them together to form a part of the 24-hour economy rollout. That was what she spoke about, having a conversation with the private sector to drive the 24-hour, not to solely drive it, but to rope them into the rollout of the 24-hour.
But that contradicts what they said during the campaign, and that's my bother right now.
Right.
Because I did realize that when it comes to the definition for the 24-hour economy, every single person had a different definition for how it was going to look like. And so I was very worried about the 24-hour economy. And unfortunately, that's the campaign, that's the part of the campaign that drove the entire campaign.
Right.
Or that's the lead conversation that drove the entire campaign. During campaign, they did say that when it comes to the private sector, because that question has been posed before during campaign, they said that, listen, what they're going to do is cushion these private institutions or private companies under the sectors that they would be, adding. So if they're saying that it's manufacturing and production in Ghana, the government institutions are going to be having their share. But when it came to the private institutions or private companies, they were going to cushion them financially for them to expand for such production. So if they're going to expand, that means that whatever financial support they need, because if they're producing within the capacity that they have, they don't need a 24-hour economy, right? Within the they can do 8 hours and get it done. But if you want them to do 24 hours, looking at the industry they belong to, then they're going to have to expand to get them to do that 24-hour economy, to have people run the shifts and the capacity they are supposed to produce in a day or within the 24 hours. And that is what they promised. They were going to cushion these businesses. At what point, unless, of course, the structure to cushion them is now to have a conversation to rope them in. So what if the company says, I'm not interested, I don't want to become company partner, what do you call it, a government partner? How then does it work? So again, when people were worried about they not being able to clearly define what the 24-hour economy is, this is what they have perfect plan, just that you're not able to communicate it the way we probably want to hear it. So again, we're going to give them grace. They're just 2 months in government.
We should expect companies or private companies who
would not want to,
which would be very strange, because companies in this country are struggling. And any support from government is what actually the companies in this country need. Funny enough. So when in countries like Lebanon and Co, they would give their people money to start a business, they'll give them very low interest rates on the loans that are given to them, sometimes 1%. Right. So that they are able to set themselves up, because they all know that when it comes to their people, they always come back home to come and, make home better. You get what I mean? Yeah. So right now, the business in Ghana, I cannot, unless, I don't know, but unless a company is funded by an international body, this economy that we're in, companies need a lot of cushioning.
Right.
So if you're going to push them into a space where they're supposed to produce within 24 hours, for 24 hours, then that cushioning is important. But at what point does it come in?
Right.
And this conversation is for what exactly? Do you get what I mean? But let's get into our stories.
Let's get into our stories for this morning. We've already taken the bite on this. The Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, has announced that the 24-hour economy will be discussed thoroughly with the private sector to ensure that the initiative is widely accepted across the country. Now, she made these remarks while speaking at the 2025 National Economic Dialogue here in Accra. Take a listen.
Energy the private sector brought to bear in bringing out what they think can help grow the economy. I'm also of the opinion that if you want to help a group of people, you need to listen to them. They have indicated that if the macroeconomic environment is good, there are business people, they know how to live. And so we should work on our debt to GDP ratio. We should make sure that our sovereign rating is good. And if that happens, the private sector will thrive. Again, they also spoke about policy consistency. So I'm also of the opinion that policies must be carefully thought through. So this 24-hour economy policy will be discussed thoroughly with them, so that it will be acceptable by the whole country. So if it happens like that, then years thereafter, it will stay and people can plan with it. I also saw a group of people who are stakeholders in this trade, agribusiness and industry that want government to assist them in the area of financing. Financing is very expensive in the country and doesn't make them competitive. And so the finance minister is here and he heard that. So I'm sure together we'll work towards creating the environment for them to get good financing. One thing I'm also willing to work with them is the coordination within the agencies. In the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry is the BRR unit. That unit coordinates business registration and things like that. They don't have the backing, so we are coming up with an act to make sure that the things that they ask for, the agencies are required by law to provide for them. If it happens like that, business can be done expeditiously. We also look at land banks. As a lawyer of 20 years standing, I know the number of years that you stay in the courtroom to get justice for land litigation. And so the business sector is not willing to be associated with acquisition of land. They want government to take the lead in this area. And I can assure them that we've already started discussion for more land banks to aid businesses in the country. SOEs, Abna was emphatic. She spent time with me before the discussion that the best way to go is to list them. Abna, I've heard it.
Yes, please.
I'm sure that government will look at listing SOEs and make sure that we get some of our funding locally. That's the only way our pension funds will grow for us to get good pensions. Again, we also look at making sure that we add value to our produce. And so this is agribusiness, and it's now the new boy on the block. We are sure that we'll support people in agribusiness to grow. If you look at our Feed the Industry program, it's not only about agricultural produce, it's all about raw material, because one of industry's major problems is the production of raw materials locally.
And those were some highlights from the statement made by the Honorable Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, speaking about how government hopes to incentivize the private sector and rope them into the whole conversation of the 24-hour economy. We hope to hear where that goes, especially with the dialogue between government and the private sector in regards to the 24-hour economy. But now let's take you to Parliament, where yesterday the House debated the President's State of the Nation address. Now, some people have described it as chaotic and a tense moment, as the side felt marginalized by the Speaker due to the limited number of debaters on their side. Now, here are highlights from what happened in Parliament today.
Opportunity. Equal opportunity. Equal Harun is in this house, and his side is proposing this. Hey, Haruna. Hey, Haruna. Hey, Haruna. And Mr. Speaker, Honorable Mahama Yariga, who was the de facto legal advisor to the 2014 leadership, is today saying that if he gets 3, we should get 1. It won't happen today, it won't happen tomorrow.
The business committee met, and our own standing order says one of the responsibilities of the business committee is to allot time for debate. And we agreed that we were going to debate for 4 days. 4 days. And for each of the days, there will be 10 contributors. So if you multiply 4 by 10, that will be 40. This side of the House, represented at the committee meeting by 4 members, proposed that we should share the time equally. They will take 20, and this side will take 20. So each day, 5 people on this side and 5 people on our side. And our side said no. We cannot allot the time equally because we are not equal.
Well, that was how the cookie crumbled. Members on both sides did not seem to agree on the number of debaters from each side to speak. Leader Mahama Yariga says the business committee met. A number of people were agreed on both sides to have. However, he believes that since the minority members has on the ticket of the NDC, more than the numbers against the minority on the ticket of the NPP, they deserved more representation. The minority leader, Afenyo Marking, did not seem to agree as to why the majority should have more representation and then they should, be giving less representation just because of the number. Well, we hope to see what happens today because this debate is going to continue. We hope to see what happens today in Parliament. But now let's still stay in Parliament. Our Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, has promised swift and decisive action against an unknown Member of Parliament who described the Member of Parliament for the constituency, Zaneto Ajaman Rawlings, as a daughter of a murderer. Now, this follows an over 2 weeks manhunt for the NPU who made unsavory comments against the daughter of the former president. Now, this has since raised eyebrows and sparked protests among members of the Volta region, calling on the Speaker as well as the majority leadership in Parliament to put the perpetrator to book.
In the course of the parliamentary proceedings on 4th February this year, an honorable member of this House was subjected to an unwarranted, unjustified, and deeply offensive, reckless remark, or being referred to as, for want of a better way to convey the remark, quote, the daughter of a murderer. I apologize for having to even repeat it. The unsavory remark was off microphone from a seat of the minority side of the House in reference to the honorable member. Media footage available indicates that during this attempt to speak, the unsavory remark was uttered off microphone from a seat of the minority side of the House in reference to the honorable member. Such conduct is dishonorable, and I strongly condemn it as a behavior unbefitting of a member of parliament. Such a member, when found guilty of defamation or in contempt of parliament or in breach of parliamentary privilege, would be liable to be reprimanded or by resolution suspended from the service of parliament for a period not exceeding 9 months, or expelled from parliament altogether. Let me be clear. Parliament is a place for constructive debate, guided by principles of mutual respect.
Now, the Speaker of Parliament has announced that once the perpetrator behind those unsavory comments against the Member of Parliament for the Gele constituency and the daughter of former President Rawlings, some action will be taken. You heard him outline some actions, expelling whomever is responsible from Parliament, as well as suspending the Member of Parliament for about 9 months, should the perpetrator be found. We know some investigations are being carried out by Parliament into getting to the root of this, but then the majority MPs are threatening to take strong parliamentary action if the identity of the MPs or the MP behind the statement made by the Member of Parliament on the day of that unsavory comment is revealed. Now, here's Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga making this statement.
Grateful to you. And Mr. Speaker, I will join you to urge colleagues to be decorous in the way that we conduct ourselves in the chamber. I believe that the investigation that you have launched will definitely unravel the individual who engaged in such a reckless comment. And I also urge whoever it is to own up as directed by the Speaker. And I want to assure this House that when we ultimately establish the identity of that person, the full weight of this side of the House will stand firmly behind the Privileges Committee when they seek to exact the highest penalty of this.
And that was Mahama Ayariga outlining that the majority side of the House wants the perpetrator of the said comment against the Member of Parliament for the Gele constituency, Honorable Senator Rawlings, is found. Well, the full weight of the majority will be led on to the Member of Parliament who made that statement. We hope that the Member of Parliament behind this would be revealed and proper measures will be put in place to avert this from happening, as well as sanctions on whomever is caught culpable to the acts. Because we know that yesterday some votarians, members from the voter region, took to the streets to petition the Speaker of Parliament as well as the majority in Parliament to get to the root cause of this, get to know who made these statements, and we know that this will surely come to an end once the Member of Parliament who made a statement is discovered. But in less than 24 hours, Ghana will mark its 68th Independence Day tomorrow. In a major shift, this year's celebration will be held at the Jubilee House instead of the usual Independence Square. President John Dramani Mahama announced the change, citing the need to reduce government spending. According to the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Kwachiofosu, previous celebrations, especially those held in the regions, have been closely costly. Last year's event in Ho, for instance, cost the nation about 15 million Ghana cedis. Now, the celebration at the Jubilee House is expected to be simple yet symbolic, featuring a military parade, cultural performances, and poetry recitals. Key dignitaries, including traditional and religious leaders, political party representatives, and students will be in attendance. President John Dramani Mahama will take opportunity to deliver a special address to commemorate the day. The theme for this year's celebration is Reflect, Review, Reset, urging Ghanaians to access the nation's progress and plan for the future. Now, rehearsals are being organized by the Ghana Armed Forces and other military agencies underway at the Jubilee House, as you can see on your screens, to ensure a smooth event. Now, let's take you there, where we bring you some updates with regards to some rehearsal being taken by the military as well as other agencies or other military institutions who would be on parade. There you see some cultural performances, the flag being hoisted on the Jubilee House. Let's take you there. Let's listen to what's happening.
Pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all instruments and with all the traditional prayers. After which we'll continue with the Muslim prayers by Major Najuddin Mohammed, the Chief Imam of the Ghana Armed Forces. This will be followed by the lighting of the perpetual flame.
And those were some items from Jubilee House, where tomorrow Ghana would mark its 68th independence anniversary celebration. The military is taking or is over there having its rehearsal to ensure a smooth event tomorrow. We know across the district as well, municipal assemblies as well, some schools who will be on parade are also having their rehearsal aggressively over there to also ensure a smooth event. Trust MX24 News to be your ears and your eyes on the ground tomorrow as Ghana celebrates its 68th Independence Day celebration. As always, there's more news when you visit mx24.app/voting voices, MX24GH on all social media platforms, and a new addition, MX24 News, also on Instagram. You get the latest read on the latest news and updates with regards to whatever is trending here in Ghana and the world at large. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Kobe, for coming through. Well, look, I'm very, in fact, watching this, my appetite is totally wet for tomorrow. I am looking forward to what it's going to look like. Someone texted me a picture yesterday, said, the invitation I landed is by invitation. If you're not there, I'm sorry. It's for special people who are representing Ghana for us. Well, we're getting into some sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
let's get into some sports updates right here on the show. This is still the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Kojo Dasabre. Let's get straight into it. Early partial and auto cash out, looking for more control over your bets? Well, cash out allows you to take an early payout on your bets before they are settled, meaning you're able to get money back before the event is over and your bet is ultimately resulted. You either make a profit or get a portion of your initial bet back, depending on how your selection is doing at the time of you taking up the cash out. Now to our first story. The Ghana Football Association, GFA, has announced a 9-day training tour for the in Senegal as part of preparations for the upcoming Total Energies Women's African Cup of Nations, that's the WAFCON. Now, the tour scheduled for April FIFA window will include 2 international friendly matches against Senegal's Teranga Lionesses in Dakar. The tour follows a similar camp in Morocco in February. The senior women's national team will use this opportunity to assess a player pool before the WAFCON, which is scheduled for July 5th to the 26th, 2025. Now, away from that, let's do some UEFA Champions League. Now, Real Madrid secured a narrow lead over rivals Atletico in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie. Brahim Diaz scored a goal to give Real Madrid a slender advantage. Rodrigo put the host ahead inside 4 minutes in the Bernabeu. Atletico, however, concern that rolls out on second leg. Well, away from that, getting into some basketball action now. Milwaukee star man Giannis, 6 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists for his 7th triple-double of the season. And the surging Milwaukee Bucks beats the Atlanta Hawks. 23 points for the Bucks, who have won 3 straight of 8. Milwaukee remained in 4th place in the Eastern Conference with 6 at 5th place Indiana, 35-25.
your songbird Jackie. Keep watching MX24.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Last Minute. You're watching MX24.
You know what it is about now, yeah. Big shout out to MX24. Keep watching. It's about now, Malians.
Yo, what up? What's up? This be Quasi out there, and keep watching MX24. Keep it locked. Dee-da-dee.
Drinking my hand, I'm vibing. Uber waiting outside. I don't care, I'm still in my towel, dancing in my towel. Hey guys, it's me, your one and only Davi Diva, Black Star Barbie, Feli Nuna, and you're watching MX24. Don't go nowhere, cause Davi Diva Ejeleme says so. Mwah.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports update.
On and auto cash out. Looking for more control over your bets? Cash out allows you to take an early payout on your bets before they are settled, meaning you're able to get your money back before the event is over and your bet is ultimately resulted. You either make a profit or get a portion of the initial bet back depending on how your selection is doing at the time of you taking up the cash out. Visit the MX24 app to catch up on all the fun and excitement of the AM Club shows, featuring engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content you don't want to miss.
To some entertainment right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to Intimate News segments right here on MX24 AM Club. My name is Daphne Flashley, but today, my name is Aja from Poma. But today, address me as Hajia from Poma. Iliasu. Exactly. Iliasu.
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 Yes, please.
Okay.
I should dance this one for you.
No. We beg you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Beautiful, blessed,
looking
and
lovely as usual. I told you if you're married to a billionaire, please let me know, because the whole week you've been slaying going back to back.
I'm trying.
You're trying. Good morning, JKD.
Good morning.
I've never worn this good before. I think I should try get one. I've never worn one before.
Oh.
It looks good on you.
Thank you,
thank
you. So that was one for African. Don't worry, sit and relax. Enjoy the ride. You asked for it. will deliver.
What's in the world of entertainment?
All right, we're starting in the world of entertainment. This year, we've been talking a lot about the film industry. Someone complaining, and someone said James Garner said we don't make good use of YouTube. And this one said this, and this one said this. Now, we have filmmaker Layla Jansi, and she has sparked rumors. She said, is the film industry a joke? Very big question mark. Is the film industry a joke?
It's not.
It's not. Is the film industry a joke?
Which one?
I say which one?
Oh, we have Kumewood, right? And then Gallywood.
Oh, you're talking of Ghana?
Yes, Ghana film industry. Is it a joke? Well, let's take a look at the context of Layla Jansi. Now, Ghanaian filmmaker Layla Jansi has sparked controversy by labeling the Ghana film industry a joke due to its poor work attitude, low budget, and lack of infrastructure. Jansi, who has been involved in the industry since 2000, cited instances of unprofessionalism, including an actress almost using a real knife in a stabbing scene. She criticized the industry's lack of growth, poor production values, and reliance on mimicry of Western narratives rather than showcasing authentic Ghanaian stories. Jansi's comments highlights the industry struggles with funding, piracy, and distribution, and her call of improvement has sparked debate among industry stakeholders. Now, she sent some couple of screens. She had a lot to say, and so let's take a look at some of the things she had to say. Now, she says, but hold on. Is the Ghana film industry not a joke? Sometimes when you're giving criticisms, don't just get angry and fail to actually see the import or ask the reason behind the accusation. Separate your emotions and be objective. I have tasted and tested the Ghana film industry since the year 2000, bled red blood for it and from it, and it is a mythless joke. Try an ad telling you he's going to sleep for a few minutes in the middle of a shoot. Try a crew demanding you to stop filming, bring a TV so they can watch football, and then return to set after the match. Look for what Kari Fukunaga said about working in Ghana. Try wardrobe telling an actor they don't have an outfit for them because their road is not big enough. Should I talk about the production designer who passed a real knife to an actor for a stabbing scene? My God, if it wasn't for divine intervention, Vanessa Williams would have been stabbed. John Dumelo would have stabbed John Dumelo with a real knife that day. How is this not a joke? Next. Well, she had a lot to say, but this is what I picked from it. Okay, yeah, in 2018, we got Azali for the Oscars. And since then, every single submission has been a joke, a literal joke. Some of the films would convince you to burn your Ghana card. This ain't because we don't have the talent, not because we don't have the stories, but because we refuse to do the work. A few years ago, a CAA agent told me he couldn't represent me because my films had no explosions. Explosions? Okay. Initially, I was livid. I started making excuses. Did you give me explosion budget? But I sat with the criticism. I sat with it, and guess what? My next film, I made sure I had not only had explosions, I freaking burned down a house and a human being. I went all out from the set to the stars. He actually said to me, go take the risk with all your storytelling. I grew up. If your default is to always accuse people who correct you for hating or envy, you won't be introspective and you will not grow. Ooh.
I like that. She came with receipts.
Yes.
Came with receipts.
She came with receipts. What do you think about this? Now, I actually stated this as a question, but it doesn't look like she was saying a question. She was stating facts and all of it. She said since 2018 that the movie was nominated for Oscars, every submission, they see it as a joke.
See, the Ghana movie industry, right? Clearly, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I told you that I went to watch Tarela.
Yes.
It's a Nigerian movie. Yeah. And I've ever since gone back to I have been going to the cinema. I told you I like private things. I've been going to the cinema ever since to watch Nigerian movies only. You know why? Because the way they tell a story that doesn't even belong to them and own it, the investment, when you're watching, is a rich cultural display in a story that does not belong to them, right? It is not about the story. It's about how we treat the production of Ghanaian movies. Oh, and I say, with the into so Leila Jansi, Sparrow Productions, and all these big names are struggling because there's no budgets for them. There's no funding for them. Their stories are rich, but they cannot produce. Now, the standard they're going to produce, are Ghanaians ready for it? The international market that is ready for it, they don't have budgets to give to them. When they want an original movie, they go to Nigeria. Amazon original, Netflix original, they go to Nigeria. And it's not because, it was right here we interviewed Jamag.
Yeah.
When we asked him why there wasn't a Ghanaian in the feature, he told us that the production team, the Amazon team that they were selecting, didn't find the team here strong enough to be on the production. So it's the celebration of mediocrity that is dripping into our movie industry, and that is why someone will sit there and say that the movie industry is dead or is a joke, because we're not prioritizing the actual details that will take us onto the international front. We're not prioritizing it, because tell me why we have a movie with Ramsey Nouah in it called A Country Called Ghana, and
it's like I'm even
when you
shocked.
look at the structure of the movie, when you look at the promotion that has even been put into the movie, I hear they relaunched the promotion for the movie, and I'm asking, if the story was supposed to tell a Ghanaian story, where is the story? Why are we not marketing? We put in so much into production of a movie, and we didn't allocate budgets for marketing. You see that? So if someone like Leila is speaking about movie, and me, who am I? Who am I?
And there's been so many conversations that have been had about this Ghana movie and why but this one hits different for me, because when I read it, it felt so different. It felt like, wow, like, wait, wow. So
there are real things happening on the ground, and they have had to deal with all of this. And so again, I'm saying it, and Jay's an actor, I'm going to say this. If Leila Jansi is speaking about the movie, it's just like, what's her name? The Sparrow Productions lady, what's her name?
Shirley
Frimpong Manso. If Shirley Frimpong Manso is talking about the industry struggling, who am I? Because these are real industry players.
People, yeah.
Why do we have Ghanaian actors not being able to be listed international movies when they're thinking Africa, they're thinking South Africa and Nigeria? Do you get what I mean? So we have a lot of work we need to do.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have a lot of work we need to do.
Definitely. We're moving on to our next story. And was it yesterday that you and Jay discussed this? Your studio was in trends when O'Kenneth was trending for the red pill. Now,
Oh, he was trending for it?
Yes, the red pill.
He got it.
He was featured in a song.
Okay.
Now, in the song that he
we
was
talked about the red pill, not
pill.
Not him.
Yeah.
But he's the reason why the
It's
topic
trending.
is trending. So he was featured in a song, and in the song he spoke about the red pill, and this is the kind of drugs that youth use and all of that. Now, how he said it, people thought that he's hyping up the drug. Just like how, being in the camp of Asaka, J-Bad went to stand somewhere and said he smokes and whatever, and people were tagging Ghana police, right? But isn't it his was in a different way? If you listen to the song, you know that he's not trying to, But because it's been trending and people are saying he's trying to do all these things, so he actually put on social media, that's X yesterday, that he's going to do a Stop Drug Abuse tour to let people know that he's actually not for this thing. Yeah, so that's what he said. It was like, Stop Drugs nationwide tour coming soon, and it all started from the red pill brouhaha. So let's get into it. Rapper O'Kenneth has announced a Say No to Drug Abuse tour on Twitter following intense backlash for allegedly promoting drug abuse among Ghanaian youth through his music. The controversy surrounds his reference to a substance called red in his verses, sparking conversation about the potential influence of his lyrics on young listeners. With his tour, O'Kenneth appears to be taking a step to address the concerns and promote a positive message. Wow. Okay.
Turning your lemons into lemonade.
I'm telling you, like, Ghana too. We should sit down and listen to the song. Yet see when we think that he's trying to promote it, but then again, I think that we are. I think I like the level of where we are in. We are I don't know how to put it. We're kind of like, in our hearts, we want to really stop the drug abuse so bad that anytime we hear anything drug, it triggers. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. It triggers. Yeah.
See, if you know the number of people that have been sold and lost to this thing called drug abuse or addiction. If you go to our, because imagine, and I was listening to the other day, I saw the beautiful daughter of Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams singing a song.
Yeah.
And the first time she sang the song, I heard the song, it was sung by his son, Danny Duncan Williams. He recently started a series, so I'm speaking honest because he himself is speaking about it, being sold to addiction, right? And when I listened to him the first time, I was very young, we all went to Sunday school, but they brought him to the front to come and sing this particular, and he sang it so well. So when I heard the sister singing, I was like, Danny does a better job. I mean, Danny would have killed this for me, but for the kind of image that has been, designed around this young man, he would have been a perfect fit for that performance, right? And I'm saying this to say that we're losing so many young people to this drug thing, to this addiction thing, and it's worrying. Even if as a society we do not wake up to it, we're going to lose everybody. Because yesterday, Jay was going through the scrolling. I thought I was going to see, some boys on the streets. I saw a girl.
Schoolgirl
for that matter. Like, that's how dire the situation is. So all of us, including MX24, MX25, MX26, everything else, MX25, MX26, there are the other stations. Everybody else should jump on this. Just as Nana started with the Stop Tramadol, that every other platform decided to, rope in, some sort of support for her. That's how we should treat these issues. So that, we have a young people who do better with themselves. Because this, it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Moving on to our last story, let's do some international stories. Now, was it, I think, this year, and I was like, I never knew that John Dumelo acted Baby Thief. He was a young boy in Baby Thief.
Was he?
Yeah, and then you told me he was the one, and I was so, excited. But this is not the case for Millie Bobby Brown. Now, she acted Stranger Things, and now she's 21 years of age. She started when she was 10, 5 seasons of Stranger Things. She's 21, she's now married. But the media can't seem to they can't fathom how she has changed. They say that why is it that her hair color is not still black when she was 10? They said she has gotten bigger boobs. They said that they are not just allowing her to grow. Now, she's tired of it because recently she appeared at the Oscars, and a lot of people, instead of them to, ask her questions about the movies that she has made and why she's on the Oscars on her nominations, it was just about her look. She wasn't happy. And so she came out with a video addressing the media, saying that the media and journalists have been bullying her and she's tired of it. And so let's take a look at the video.
Everyone, it's Millie. I want to take a moment to address something that I think is bigger than just me. Something that affects every young woman who grows up under public scrutiny. I think this is very necessary to talk about. I started in the industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason, people can't seem to grow up with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things Season 1. And because I don't, I'm now a target. I want to talk about some of the articles that have recently released while I'm on my press tour, and some of the writers who are so desperate to tear young women down. One article reads, "Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" Written by Lydia Hawken. "What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face?" Written by John Eli. Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mum as she guides younger sister Ava through LA. Written by Cassie Carpenter. Another article reads, "Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mummy makeover look." Written by Bethann Edwards. Amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism. This is bullying. The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing, and the fact that some of these articles are written by women makes it even worse. We always talk about supporting and uplifting young women, but when it comes down to it, it seems a lot easier to just tear them down for clicks. Disillusioned people can't handle seeing a girl become a woman on her terms, not their own. I refuse to apologize for growing up. I refuse to make myself smaller to fit the unrealistic expectations of people who can't handle seeing a girl become a woman. I will not be shamed for how I look, how I dress, or how I present myself. We have become a society where it's so much easier to criticize than it is to pay a compliment. Why is it the knee-jerk reaction to say something horrible rather than just say something nice? If you have a problem with that, I have to wonder, what is it that actually makes you so uncomfortable? Let's do better. Not just for me, but for every young girl who deserves to grow up without the fear of being torn apart for simply existing. Thank you.
Wow. Did that not touch me?
It's disgusting that people would do that.
Wow.
But okay, she's speaking her truth, and then we move on.
Exactly.
Really
You still want her to be 10-year-old. I mean, and funny enough, she has not done anything to. The only thing is she has dyed her hair back to. She's living her life as a married woman, traveling with her husband.
How
here
is
and
that
there.
supposed to be a problem?
How is that supposed to be a problem?
Jay, it comes back to what we discussed this morning. We like to tear people down.
How is that supposed to be?
It's sad.
Look at the Home Alone guy. I mean, no, wait, man cannot grow again.
No, stay a child.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daphne. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adjoa from Poma, aka Haji Slala.
Isala to you.
Swala light.
Swala light then.
Hello. All right. Remember that we are still in Ghana month, and we have to, so please address me by that. And if I forget, lash me. My name is Adjoa from Poma, and I brought you entertainment news segments right here on the AM Club Coffee Daily. It's over to you, Akushika Lebene and Jay and Kojo Dasibre.
You got our names right. We appreciate you for that, which means that you value us. Well, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust work to achieving success, this is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Now, our health plans are tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. At Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, you're looking good for the best value data and voice offers that are tailored to your unique needs. At Telecel, we understand everyone has their own preference. That's why we have the unbeatable made-for-me bundles made just for you. The made-for-me bundles are affordable, customized data and voice packages personalized for you. Simply dial *530# or download the Telecel Play app to subscribe to your special made-for-me bundle. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, that's about it for Coffee Daily right here. Of course, it's brought to you kind courtesy Carbo Coffee. Up next, we get straight into the plug. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good. Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
This is a call to you. The dreamers. The ones that see no boundaries.
Dreamers take a chance.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Get connected, feel the
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
To the architects of their journeys. Every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions. Telecel, connecting energies.
Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not her politicians. Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not even her religious leaders. I believe that Africa's greatest Achilles heels is that Africans themselves do not believe in their truest potential and what they can become. My name is Moses B. Arthur. I want to specially invite you for the Trailblazers Unite Shaping Tomorrow's Ghana Today event. Come the 12th of April inside the UPSA auditorium at exactly 11 a.m. The event is absolutely free. We have an amazing lineup of speakers, from myself to the founders of Pizza Man, Chicken Man, Chris, and his co-founder Ebenezer. We have the CEO of CPL, Dr. Stephen Debra. We have an amazing woman coming all the way from the United States, Makeda Smith, and other lineup of speakers joining us, so that we can just position ourselves for just one thing. We want to make sure that by the time we are leaving this event, we have been positioned into a place where we can think bigger, where we can dream louder, and where we can act bolder. After all, why are we here if we can do great things? Remember that this event is free, and I want you to join me. There's going to be some amazing giveaways that are going to happen at this event. You may end up probably leaving here with a job opportunity whatsoever. Don't miss this event for anything. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget that this event is proudly sponsored by Entrepreneurship Hub Africa, Pizza Man, Chicken Man, and MX24 Media. Like I always say, love and light. Cheers, guys. See you on April 12th.
From
2012. We have gathered for new wine. 13 years later, Levites gather. It's time to be refreshed, renewed, and poured out. Ladies and gentlemen, MOG Music presents New Wine 2025. Theme, Back to the Basics. Venue, First Love Center. Encounter true power with ministrations from Joe Metal, Kwame Jedu, Reverend Barry Nikwe, Pastor Isaiah, and Obapa Christie. Date 30th March. Time 5 p.m. Rate single 100 Ghana cedis, VIP 200 Ghana cedis, family of 5 450 Ghana cedis. Sponsors Omni Basic Bank, Secure Sanitary Pad, eTransact, Knowledge Tree International, Tank Palace Hotel, and Oasis Studios. Media partners, your ticket awaits you. Get it now. Dial *389 *777 # or visit Airport Shell, Community 11 Shell, Bachana Total, Royal House, and First Love Center. Let the Levites arise in this generation. We're going back to the basics. Ready?
So you're still logged into the very best right here on the AM Club. Of course, this is MX24. We're still in the Ghana month, and most definitely, my name is Kojo Dasebre. Now let's get into the plug. And I don't know whether I have in fact, I have squad in my house or in my household who are Motowners. And I don't know whether my auntie would be part of this group. But anyways, 25 good years after walking out of the gates of Achimota School, they're back again, and this time around, you know what they say about alumni and, going back to school and then, making sure that our school block is this and, back and forth. But it's all about they coming back to school. So let's get into it. So joining me for the conversation, we've got Derek Ejayesika, Old Achimotan Association 2000-year group, Akora 2G, Chairman of Procurement Committee and Member of Finance Committee, whom we've met a couple of times, and it's good to meet him once again. And we've got Elom Anan, Old Achimotan Association 2000-year group, Akora 2G, and a House representative for McCarthy House. Interesting. So, Derek, which house are you representing?
Stafford House. The best is from the West.
Oh, I know you would start bragging about it. But welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Kojo.
It's a beautiful morning, is it?
It is.
Yes. We didn't wake you up too early, did we?
No.
All right.
We're good. We're used to waking up early.
Very early.
Motowners. We wake up at 5.
Hey, tell me about that. But anyways, 25 good years. Do you still remember the day you left school?
Yes, I think I do.
You do?
Yes, I remember.
How was the feeling like?
I think it was, I don't like being restricted, so it was liberating, first of all. And then, it was a bit emotional as well. Seeing that I was not going to be seeing the people I'd been with for the past 3 years, And interestingly, I just met some people a couple of months ago, and I realized I haven't seen them for 25 years.
Wow.
These are people I was close to, I used to talk to regularly. And so, that feeling was valid, that I don't know what the future holds. And here we are 25 years later, and it was really memorable. I didn't cry, though. I really ones were crying, saying they were going to miss me. But I didn't cry. I don't know why I didn't cry. I think it was just too overwhelming to cry.
Derek, was it the same for you? Yes, did you see guys crying?
Guys hardly, no.
No guy cried?
No.
Oh, I bet some people must have.
Interesting.
Guys are less emotional, and I mean, we were excited leaving school. You know, knowing you're going back to freedom and the restrictions are over. So I kind of remember the very first time I stepped into school, and you know, mommy had brought me this fresh chop box and this metallic, you know, box. And this senior was dragging the thing. Hey, senior, please take your time. It's new. I was like, hey, you don't respect it.
How dare you?
The guy went to make an announcement that this boy has come, he doesn't respect. He banged the bell, this boy doesn't respect. So that was the beginning of my wahala in the house. So it's kind of great.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Well, it's good to know. Can you give me the difference between OAA, what it stands for, and ACORA, what it stands for too as well?
I mean, OAA is the official name for, or the official abbreviation for Old Achimota Association. Okay. But ACORA is, how do we call it? It's like a title. It's like
so when you finish school, you become an ACORA.
Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, every school has got those, I don't know what they are called. You know, how we identify ourselves, you know, so we call ourselves Akoras. Okay. I don't know the origin. I think the origin is probably Akokora in the old, you know, in the tree language, but it's like to say that you are an old person, old student of the school. Yeah. So Akora is there. Okay.
Right, let's get into it. 25 years now, going back and reliving the moments, knowing very well that you stepped out of the gates of Achimota School 25 years ago. That's the 2G group, that's 2000 year group. As part of the celebrations, what are we to expect? What are we getting to? What are you doing?
Okay, so so according to the traditions of Achimota School, this year Achimota is 98 years old. And,
98?
Yes, so 2 years will be 100 years old. And from as long as the school has existed, there have been traditions that have been followed through year after year. And one of them is the annual Founders Day weekend, which begins with usually, well, in this year, 3-year groups are hosting that weekend of activities. So it's 1975, 1985, and then the 2000 year group. And this is the year groups.
Why are the 3 joining in together?
Because the activities are a lot. There's a lot of, you know, it's capital intensive, and we joining our efforts, you know, would synergize, and then we'll get more resources to put it together. So we are those, our year group is 25 years old, then the next year group is 40 years old, and then the oldest is 50 years old. So there are people who completed school 50 years ago, Derek.
I mean, Achimota School has a very wonderful tradition. Okay, so when you mark certain milestones, you are required to take certain activities. So when you're 25 years, you are supposed to host the bonfire. So when you are 40 years and torchlight procession, when you are 50 years, you are supposed to do a legacy project and host the cadet parade and the school deba. Okay, and which is the 75 and 85, they are hosting the cadet parade and the school deba.
Which
is the Founders Day. Okay, so it's a tradition that has carried along for so many years. It's always about going back to give back. Okay, so for us, for example, when we entered in 1998, we're ushered into a new building. Okay, so for us, our year group, as we are now 25 and we have to leave a legacy, we went to the school to consult the school. What do you need? What do you require? And the school was like, oh, we need a classroom block. We don't need a dormitory. Okay, so we agreed with the headmaster and the OAA Universal that we are going to embark on this project. So that's when we chose our legacy project. After 25, you must leave something for generations to come. So you're leaving a legacy. As we entered and we enjoy somebody's legacy, we also must leave a legacy. Okay, so the 75 and 85 also did a legacy project, which is having equipment for 4 science laboratories, the physics, chemistry, biology, and agric lab. They contributed about 1.5 million to buy equipment and to make the lab fully functional. Achimota School wants to come back to winning ways and winning the maths and science quiz. So this will be a wonderful legacy that they are leaving for us. And our legacy project is to build an 18 classroom unit block, which also comprises a science lab, a library, and a teacher's common room. Yes, so that's what we are doing as our legacy project.
I think that makes real good sense because just recently, I think they also, Achimota School won the nod of the AirTAD competition. They were inside the studios to have a conversation with us that has to do with, you know, robotics and whatnot. So I think that's on a right path. So with regards to the Founders Day 2025, can you break it down for us? I'm sure you would have, you know, some activities. There's a school feast which I'm seeing in there. the torchlight procession and bonfire nights, Thanksgiving service, the Founders Day Durbar. I mean, run us through why these activities are very important and what days are they going to be getting into that.
Okay. So the school feast is special meals that are served to the current students of the school, and what we do is that we go the extra mile, not to or to go beyond the regular school meal, you know, to give them celebratory meals like, you know, the Christmas meal kind of, you know, extra protein and desserts and drinks and all that, plus entertainment. So it's something that as a student in Ashimoto School, because all students come together and contribute and put, you know, really delicious meals together and come and eat with you in the dining hall and share their stories. So it's an annual tradition. And so this year we're doing today, there's a school feast today for the day students. It was an afterthought, so it's not here. But at the end of the day, we realized that the day students are typically left out. And so this year, we decided we're not going to leave anybody out. Tomorrow is the big school feast, which is going to have all the boarding students together on the Eastern and Western dining halls, you know, with special meals, music, entertainment, etc. It will be so much fun. And tomorrow, tomorrow is the main school feast. And then on Friday, we have the torchlight procession and bonfire night, which will begin with us, everyone, all participants going around the school with torches, lit torches, you know, to ignite the flame of the spirit and the culture and the history of Ashimoto School. After we do the procession around the school, we culminate at the clubhouse where we have a big bonfire. Everyone throws their torches into a big bonfire. There's music, dance, grills, food, so much fun. And we have exciting artists lined up, you know, for the night. And then the next day, Saturday, is the main Durbar, the Founders Day. It has beautiful traditions of dance from the girls, the boys, and then all the ethnic groups represented. I mean, Achimota boasts of having a representation from all the ethnic groups across. So we have a dance by the Ga tribe, by the Ewa tribe, by the Akan, etc. And all of it is historical. In fact, the songs that we sing during those celebrations, my mother is an Akora. My mother was an Akora. And she finished school 50 years, or this year would have been her 51st anniversary. And the songs that we sing, or the children are going to sing this time, is the same songs that have been sung over the 98-year period. Wow. So these are songs that hold beautiful memories for everybody who is an Akora, and so it's a nostalgic feeling, and you know, it's something that connects all of us to, you know, the roots of Ashimoto School. And then on Sunday we have a Thanksgiving service. So as Derek mentioned, the 2G group, we are hosting the school feast, we're hosting the torchlight procession and bonfire night, and then we also have a legacy project handing over, as he mentioned, the 18-unit classroom block we're handing over in November. And then the 1975 and 85-year group have refurbished the Talo Science Lab with, I mean, top of the state-of-the-art equipment for the students, and they are handing over that project today. And they will also host the cadet parade and the Durbar, and then the Thanksgiving service is for all the year groups combined. So that's basically how the whole weekend is going to go.
Do you have all those who, I'm sure it's not everyone who completed in 2000 who's going to be participating in this. Maybe some are even, you know, out of the country. Some, but with a few of those who were here, how are they also going to be contributing to this? Because you don't want somebody to be left out going like, hey, I mean, I completed the 2G song, but you people didn't involve me, and I'm not being. How do you get to incorporate these people in that?
So our 2G year group has been very strong. So we have a very strong WhatsApp platform. We use a lot of social media to engage them. So we have, I mean, last night people were coming from the States and from UK. So a lot of people have,
we've had a lot of people coming. Yes,
people have planned over. I mean, we planned this over a 5-year period. So it's been a lot of work making sure that everybody is involved, and we are still reaching out to every member to come to the program. So the bonfire is It's an open invitation, okay, to everyone. Everyone is invited to come. We expect you guys to be there because it's going to really be fun, okay? And there'll be a lot of food for people to have in the evening. It will be a whole party.
Yeah.
So we are inviting everybody to come.
So it's not restricted. It's not restricted.
Yeah, it's open to the public.
It's open to the public.
Okay.
It's open to the public. Yeah.
Fantastic. You did mention artists also passing through.
Yeah.
Would be looking forward to that. Do you have any names for us?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Our headline artist
is
Okay.
And
we also have a surprise act. We are keeping that under wraps. A very surprise act.
You know,
we really enjoy it.
With every event, there's definitely a surprise one way or the other.
Yeah.
But it's
we have a character band.
Okay.
Who will be giving us live band music.
Yes.
Okay.
Who will be giving us live band music throughout the whole session, supporting Kwame Eugene with the live band performance, as well as having a very good rendition. Because of so many year groups being combined, we need modern, contemporary, and olden songs. So they'll be doing all those songs for us. So
I mean, Kwame Eugene cuts across. You know, he's able to connect to them.
Will the roster be checked?
Will the roster?
Roko.
Oh yes, so we do have a Roko.
Yes,
I mean, we have I mean, thankfully, a lot of us are alive, by God's grace, and so we have a lot of people and a few people who have departed in the period will also be acknowledged, and we'll give them a minute of silence. Yes.
Very, very well. So there you have it. Of course, it's all about G year group. I keep on saying 2G, but we've got 75 and then 85 year groups also joining in too as well.
Yes.
Well, your last words, and if you want to acknowledge people who've been supporting you, please go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. We just want to say a really big thank you to our sponsors. A lot of the funding has come from within the year group, but we've had Corporate Ghana support us massively. We want to thank to GB Foods, to Fan Mill Ghana, Sankofa Spices, OCM Cereals, Piva Drinks, Verna Mineral Water, La Bianca Foods, Wilma Africa, Kivo 3-in-1, J-Mark Salads and Juices, Sweet and Tins, Couture, and everybody else who has supported. We just want to say a big thank you, and it's been amazing. We couldn't have done this without your support. And then we also come back to ask for more. Classroom Block, remember that is for Ghana, really. The secondary school system in Ghana has grown exponentially because of teachers, but the facilities are limited. And so if we're building a classroom block here, it's, we are pace setters at most schools. One of the things we call ourselves, if we are able to do this, or as we are going to be able to do this, other schools can also follow suit. We expand the capacity of all the secondary schools. Ghana's education system is improved. And so we would, every person count, any support that can be given to us, have all the details on our social media platforms. I can just share maybe the WhatsApp number, if that's okay. Sorry, the Momo, I said WhatsApp number. The Momo number with everyone so that we can support. If a CD, a peso, every little counts and will go a long way to helping. So our Momo number 0285 0530502, and our name is 2G Legacy Project. Momo merchant ID is 531491. Also have our bank details on our website and on our social media handles. Accra 2G on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, or X. And all the account details are there. If you feel led to support, if you help the education system to be more equipped for the youth of Ghana, please drop in your coins and you'll be blessed, you'll be appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, so to pick it up from where Elom left off, I remember when we went to school in a classroom setting of about 25, current settings about 60 students in a class, so it's affecting learning. Okay, that's one of the cardinal reasons why we decided to do this project. And as I said, we've been able to raise about 2.4 million cedis to do the project. We've done the ground floor, we've done the first floor. The last one left is the top floor, and then we flew and then we finish it. The project cost about 7.5 million, so we still need about 5 million to complete this project. And as I said, we have 3 million Ghanaians. If 5 million Ghanaians just give us one CD, we'll be home dry. So if you really want to support the system in Ghana, create a chance for your kids, for your nephews, for your nieces. I think you should just go to your Momo and send us something small. No little is small. 5 CDs, 10 CDs, 100 CDs, we are great and we'll love it. And really appreciate you. Thank you.
Most definitely. So Derek and Elam, thank you so much for coming and also giving us this information. And to every, Achimota person out there, this is your call. Whether you were 1990, whatever year it is, I mean, go back. And it's opened, especially for Bonfire. It's open for everybody, so please come in your numbers. And also, please go on to their social media, also their website. And please, it's not just about attending Achimota or attending the school or whatnot. It's about education and making sure that we will push the education system as much as we can right here in this country. Thank you, congratulations. And we'll also keep our tabs on you too as well. And we'll join in the party. That one is very nice.
That's right, good to see you.
Everybody's
we're joining the party. We're joining the party. Anyways, guys, so there's more coming your way right here on the show. Up next is Fashion Wednesday right here. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
Hold on. It's a 2,000-year group. We are the point of change. Y2K. We bring fire. Motowners are bringing the fire like never before. It's the annual Torchlights, Procession, and Bonfire. Look, I'm going to be there live on the Friday, 7th of March. You have to be there. It's going to be at the Motor School. It's the rave.
Achimota School is coming to you this time with fire like never before. The 2,000-year group, Friday, 7th March, Torchlight, Procession, and Bonfire. See you there.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a chapter you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yavita, and I am your host. Cheers.
I want to find out one thing. What happened with you and Cookies?
One day Cookies calls me and says, bro, I want to do my solo. Ghana, if somebody go, blah, blah, even for the media space right now, go talk to your man right now, they go talk to you, they go blacklist you. Event organizers, they go, balance one.
Honestly, was a part of our group. One of the times we featured on 9,010 labs. Fluid, so I called him. So speak to my manager. Where?
Patience is a virtue that carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Always know that you live to fight another day.
I feel say we musicians, one thing we like do, we know how to create. Yeah. But the business part, we know the add them to whatever we do.
Me right now, as I stand here, everything is about marketing. If I do
the people I was looking up to, these two boys called famous people. Their work looked like they had like they were like 17 people or 20 people.
The legend.
KNIILANTE.
It's a decision.
That love me.
Amazing.
On the show, I am John Jermaine.
Okay, you're watching MX24 TV, and this your boy Perez Music. Ciao!
Hi guys, how you doing? This is your boy SDK, and I'm here on MX24. It's fun. It's fearless. And it's factual.
What's up, everyone? My name is Adina Thembi, and you're watching MX24. We are fun, fearless, and factual. Get it right.
What's up? My name is Akwabwa, and you guys are watching MX24. Keep watching. I love you.
They say the portion they gave me was unknown. What I will become was never ever told. Now you're watching the beast in me unfold. I'm immortal. Dracula untold. What's up, people? This is your rap goddess, Eno Baroni, and you watching MX24. Keep watching it. One tear, say, dead it.
The Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. You know, sometimes God wants to do things in circumstances and situations that when people see, they will acknowledge that this is not the effort of man, but this must be the finger of God. So to him, life meant Christ. Life meant living for Christ. Life meant serving Christ. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
ICGC Evangel Temple presents The Kingdom Culture with Reverend Eric Ampofo on MX24. This and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
This week on The Dish.
A person who is willing and saying that I see what you are doing. Yeah. I see the load you are carrying. I see that you are going through troubles. I see that you are doing too much for our sake. Mm-hmm. How about you create some space for me and empower me? Once you tell me that I can do it, let me help you so that we can somehow manage the weight on your head. And if you look at it from that angle, I think it's a conversation that must be had, and it has to, because it concerns everyone. Yeah. If I'm not directly, you don't have a sister, someday you have a daughter, you will regret the fact that you didn't empower her enough to make certain decisions.
Right.
You know, so it's very crucial. Absolutely. And I don't think that it should be looked at, you know,
in that line.
In that line, such as, you know, we are making noise. We are not just, we are making noise, absolutely. Indeed, we are about to make more noise, but we need you to understand. We are drumming into your ears because we want change. We want you to be able to help us get to that place.
The society unfortunately helps. Even that
even when they've not seen you engage in there, there's a notion that, oh, abofra way there, nimpokua, definitely the society is even pushing it towards you, even without you realizing it. Because when I was young, I had it already. I didn't even realize I had breast. It was a society, hey, what was so 90 years. Meanwhile, I didn't have that intention. But so we call on those kinds of negative perception onto the young woman before they get to realize that, okay, so I'm a woman. So if a man proposes, it means that I can be in that arena. So that is not a conversation we want to have. A conversation is, let's support them. Let's not say that they are growing. Let's not say that they are alone. Let's not say that they've gotten there, because no matter what, like my mentor would say, we still have mentors. As I'm mentioning, you have a mentor. So we shouldn't let it go. At every stage of every young lady, they need a support, they need encouragement. If you are there, you can just catch any of them young, and then also make sure they are prim and proper so that they can come back and give back to the society.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Welcome to a brand new season of VIP Access. That's what we're talking about. VIP Access Podcast is back in 2024 with a brand new season. It's bigger and badder. From Australia, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, and Kenya. Season 4 of VIP Access Podcast will once again present you with a cross-section of Africa's brightest music stars and industry gurus, sharing with you tips and tricks to making it in the game. VIP Access will also highlight East Africa's rising artists in hip-hop, Afro house, classical music, Afro pop, and jazz music genres. Brace yourself for an exciting new season that will the expansion of African music while exploring the role of women in the music industry.
We are walking superheroes, and we sometimes we don't even see it in ourselves.
VIP Access Season 4 is proudly supported by the Australian High Commission.
Long live high school clique. We are more than
Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly. Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly.
The world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Hey, welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're still, celebrating Ghana. So you're going to be seeing a lot of, cultural display on the show this month. But note that it's Fashion Wednesday, so we're going to get into, fashion tips and all. And I have my fashion... My fashion queen is here. You came looking. You came looking a pass.
I came for you people.
Yeah, you're giving.
It's giving kente.
It's giving corset kakra.
Yeah, it's corset kakra. It's corset bebre. Because the way they snatched me this morning, it's not easy. As I'm sitting here, we are maintaining composure. Because if we go back there the way, I can't breathe. But it's all good. It's all for you.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining.
Fashion can be, it's a beauty.
Pain.
So
because
small.
This one I can't breathe.
Yeah, we take it like if I faint, you catch me. Yeah.
Please don't faint. Just have a few minutes, don't faint. But yes, it's another exciting episode of Fashion Wednesday on the AM Club. I'm excited because today we're going to learn today we're actually going to learn a craft or a trade. I don't know how you're going to put it.
Me too, I don't know. We are learning something.
This one, if we learn it and when we learn it well, we can start a business out of it.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, so I think it works. But before we get into the conversation for this morning at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusia Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 or 0503 860381 at Equity Health Insurance. Is here for you. With Jibu Water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as your go-to source for drinking and cooking, with options of our innovative 20 liters bottles that comes with a tap and 18.9 liters bottles. Your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. To order yours today, call us 020 9884 58170 020. Let me take that again. 020 981 or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/gh www.jibuco.com/gh for more information on our brand. Jibu Water, we say a better life. Is what we are asking for, and they have something even amazing for you as a business. In fact, they're starting a campaign today, and the campaign is for our Muslim brothers. They're providing water, clean water, to a mosque today. So we're also asking that if you have a mosque near you that you'd like them to go and provide free water all day for them, send us a message and would link them up so that because after this fasting we'll be frying chicken and goat and cow. if you suggest them more 3 points,
they are good books. Yeah.
So that after they'll give you meat.
It's very important.
It's very important. Okay. Now back into the studio, and of course my fashion queen is going to take us through who we have in the studio.
Yeah. So today we have Mrs. Emmanuella Ukoha. Hey, la 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 la. Ukoha. Yeah, and she's going to be showing us the art of Gele styling. So you'll see a little bit of something going on over here. So but when did you start doing this?
I started in January 2019.
Oh.
Yeah, in Ghana.
Oh, in Ghana.
Why?
Actually, when I got married, that was when I came to Ghana.
Okay.
And
Are you married to a Ghanaian?
oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're also
It's
sorry
okay.
because you are missing out.
Yeah.
We're also very sorry that it's not Ghanaian. But why did you choose to move to Ghana? Because again, Gele is supposed to be a Nigerian thing.
So apparently it's from Nigeria. They do some in Togo and also in Benin as well.
Yes, it's Africa tradition. It's deeply rooted in African tradition. So it represents culture and it embodies everyone's belief. So Gele is not specifically for Nigerians. So it's Africa. It's deeply rooted in African tradition.
Okay.
But they said even within Nigeria, it's from the Yoruba tribe.
Yes, please. It's from the Yoruba tribe. That is where the name Gele came from.
Not the style.
Not the style. So the way we identify head wrap here as duku.
Okay.
That is how Gele is over there.
Okay.
So it's the fabric. So when someone comes to say, I want to buy Gele, if you don't mention the specific style you are going for.
So what are the types, the styles?
Oh, we have the round styles, we have the fan, the styles that are so big.
The round one.
Unconventional styles, avant styles like this.
Okay.
Yes, where we have to create something unique. We have the Zara cap and style.
Yeah.
Yes, we have so many styles.
I think we'll be having the conversation while she goes through the practicals.
You're coming to teach us.
You're coming to teach us how to wrap.
This is I think it's the easiest you can do yourself. Yes. So this is an Ankara fabric.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is a Mako. This most people use the paper, but I would recommend the Mako because it tends to give a firmer look.
What's it called again?
Mako.
Mako.
Yes.
Okay.
This mostly the shoe welders use it. But the Mako, so it has another use. We can use it to style your Zara cap.
So this is the what you have on is the Zara cap.
Yes, this is the Auto Zara cap. This one I made it to wear it myself, but today I'll show you how to tie it yourself in case if you are going for an event and you just want to quickly look amazing.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
I get to be the mannequin for the day.
I forgot.
I'm the mannequin.
Please find your way.
Should she come here or I go to her? Okay, I can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So find your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the salon. Okay, so I'm currently at the mannequin for the day. I mean, I was looking for it.
Model.
You're the model for the day, please.
In Gele tying, measurements are needed.
Okay.
If your measurement is not accurate to what you want to achieve, you won't achieve it. So for this Zara cap, it's a 50-50. That means this is a whole 100. So this is a whole 100, even if it's not 100 inches. This is a whole 100 in Gele. And then you need a 50-50. So you get your Zara cap, identify the middle first to get that 50-50 we need.
Okay.
This is 50-50 right now. So you mark it and then place your Mako there and start folding.
Right.
Folding. So when you fold this, I want you to feel here. Here is smooth, right?
Yeah.
But when you fold, here is
yes,
rough.
it's beginning
So we actually need somewhere like this for the band to feel very flat. Because if I do here, when I'm done tying, if it was something like it's transparent and not an Ankara, you feel this here. So now we just very, very, and then you place it on the head. Please, it's advisable to place it slightly above the eyebrow in terms of the Zara cap. So sis, I will need you to hold these two sides for me. Okay. Yes,
like this.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So since you are going to tie it yourself, you won't need anybody to hold. So you will know how to hold it very firm. And then you lift your hand up halfway your head and tie.
Okay.
You tie it as tight as you want or as loose as you want. And that's where you can create anything at the back, or if it was longer, I would have extended it here. But for this time around, I would just create something that looks like mine at the back. And use
like
the
a
pins.
bun. You're doing a bun at the back.
To just create a rose or something at the back.
Right.
And if you're able to use the pins, it will help you to hold it down.
It's actually coming up really, and that was quick though.
Yeah, very, very quick.
Yes,
easy.
it is very easy. That's why I said this is the easiest in case
So
you
if I want the band, do I just go to any shoemaker and say?
Okay, so if you want to, in case you don't have any band, you can use paper. But I'm concerned because of sweating, because you be out there and you sweat and the paper starts dividing and then you feel uncomfortable. So the band, oh my God, she
looks so good.
Oh, guys, look at me. Like Mama Ghana. Picture.
You look general. You look so good. But you know, you said there are different Gele styles.
Yes.
Do you have to look at your head shape or something before you choose a Gele style, or any and everything goes?
You know, everybody knows what to fit them.
Okay, now I think I have to leave you now.
Really?
And enjoy my Gele.
Yes, please. For you to, yes, because everybody has different head shapes.
Okay.
So she has a round and you have oval.
Yeah, you have round.
I used to have your face when I grew fat.
So you have oval face. For you, anything V-shape. V-shape is when we crisscross in the front. It will fit you. Now, she with round face, I'm not saying it won't fit her, but there's an expectant, there's something she's expecting that she saw in you that she wants to see in her.
It will not happen.
It will not happen. But when she has something round on her head, it will surely fit her. You see how she's looking so sophisticated and everything.
Yeah.
Odogu silence as well.
Yes, so that's the things about Gele. Yes, please.
But that has also, Gele has also evolved, because when we started hearing about Gele, it used to be that big one with the pleats at the front. But all of a sudden, we started seeing this one, and then this one with a bun.
Yes, please.
Would you say that it changed with time, or it has always been in the system, but we're just introduced to it?
It changed with time.
Okay.
You see, before our parents were used to just waking up and styling on their head, and most times they don't get to achieve that look they want. But now, Gele is evolving, where the automated Gele has been introduced, known as auto Gele. The way I explained in the beginning, I had to wear this myself. I didn't struggle to wear this. I only made it and had it on my head. Same with this. This can be worn under 1 minute. You're not going to make it from the scratch.
I just put it on my head.
Just put it on your head and you are good to go. So the Gele stylists, they are taking the stress away from you by keeping it nice and already made for you.
What's the most challenging style you've had to make?
Okay, so in a shoot with one of the presenters, she asked me to add an Ankara to Ashoki on the spot. So I was like, okay.
What's the difference?
Ankara is softer than Ashoki. Ashoki is firmer. So that's what helps us create the pleats and the styles. That's why the Ghanaian Duku cannot do this, because it's silkier. Yes, so it cannot do this. So these are very.
So this is Ashoki.
Yes. It's
the one beneath
with a Hollandex fabric.
Okay, so the one beneath, that's the black one.
The black one is Ashoki, and then I had to add it with the Hollandex fabric to help out what I wanted to achieve. So I wanted to have an infusion of Africa or Ghana print on it. So that is why I had to combine both of them.
So it means that experience helped you?
Yes, please. It has always helped me. In most of my activities with my clients, I get to learn. Yes, I get to learn. So it really helped me, and it's very beautiful. You need to see it. It was very beautiful at the end of the whole day.
Now, the brides are overusing the Gele too.
But do you think that, you know, they say that Ghanaians, we don't like to stick to what we have. So we have like the kente, we have different African prints and stuff, and then even though you say that Gele is it's an African thing, it has African roots, we actually saw it being done with Nigerians. And so you see a lot of Nigerian brides, and then they have the beautiful Gele on their heads, designed differently. And now it seems as if Ghanaians are copying that. Do you think that it's flattery, or you think that you stand by what you said earlier, that it's an African thing, so it doesn't matter which country you're from. It's okay.
Yes, please. And I'll also add Ghana fashion is evolving. That is why the Gele, and because the brides, the celebrants, they want to rock it. So that is why it's being introduced. So it's not like we are copying. Gele is Africa, is deeply rooted in Africa tradition. So nobody's copying. You only saw something, you loved it, and you are having it. So that is what I can define. Ghana fashion has decided to extend beyond duku and turbans, but it is still dominant. The duku turban is still dominant, but they are getting to evolve with the Gele looks and everything.
Yeah.
So you're not copying.
Love that. Now, so again, if I want to learn to do this, how long would it take me to learn, especially for the business?
Oh yes, please. We have.
So how many months?
You can go to.
Okay, so it depends on how many styles you want to learn.
Oh.
Some people want to learn everything, but I will tell you to take it one step at a time. And for me, before you learn, passion. If you don't have the passion, you will learn and stop halfway. Yeah. So for me, passion first, and then you just need. I know if I say this, you'll be shocked. When I was learning the auto gele, I used 3 days. Yes, because I wanted to do it. It was burning in me, like the zeal of the fun fact was having women to wear gele wherever you are without me coming there. It's very satisfying. So I wanted to do it, and then I started. So if you have zeal, you can use 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, depending on the quantity or the amount of styles you want to learn and your passion.
Is it profitable though?
Yes, please. It's very profitable.
And she's going to say very. But she realized that when she said it, we'll stop doing presenting and go and start doing Gele. No, she realized that we'll stop doing what we're doing and start doing Gele. So she started to hold that very back. It is very satisfying and also very profitable.
Creative. The way we have hairstyling, makeup, artistry, Gele styling is also
very lucrative.
You are not a lot, or like the
we
people
are growing.
So that's what I'm trying to say, that you see, if you are maybe 10, the makeup artists, we have like 100. So it's hard to make a lot, because if you say it is 500 CDs that you take, I can get somebody who will take 100, right? But then because it's now growing, you're fewer, and so if I state the price, the next person that I go and ask for price, maybe they are not even in Accra, or they're somewhere else, or they're very far, so the money that they mention, they add transportation, add other things to it. So you would rather stick to the person that you have. That's why I'm just saying that the fewer you are, you have a larger market to work with, and so
I actually would decline that.
Really?
Yes, because it's your uniqueness.
Well,
some might not be able to do this.
That's true.
So it has taken me skills and so much practice to get to this. So I won't say it's all about the price. I know what is in this.
Wow.
Like if I tell you it is, you are very confident you are getting this. Because if you go out there, you won't get it. So it's me and my uniqueness.
And that's on period, okay?
And that's on period, guys. How do we connect with you?
Okay, so you can connect with me on Instagram, the Gele Center.
Okay.
You can connect with me on WhatsApp with the number 020-531-9430.
Okay.
You can connect with me on Snap, TikTok, the Gele Center, Facebook, Gele Center.
Okay, your center, is it CENTER or
yes,
TRE?
CENTER.
Okay.
Yes,
please. The Gele Center on social media, on Instagram especially, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not taking.
You're not taking it home, my dear. You give it back to the woman so that she can go.
Please, your final words on this one.
I want to appreciate everyone who has supported this business, knowing that Gele has not been a Ghanaian thing, but with your support, we have been able to grow to this extent, and we are very grateful. Thank you so much.
Instagram, please.
Charlie.
All
the celebrities in this world.
The way she's talking so calmly is the humility. But my dear, Instagram page is not a joke over there, okay? We've brought in somebody that is
superstar Gele.
Yeah.
So as I'm going to do my own wedding very soon, she's going to be doing my...
Okay. Is that how we find out? that you have been proposed to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of this show. The Gele Center will be coming because they are coming. They've seen what you've done, and we're definitely going to patronize you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. And to my beautiful hosts for the Fashion Wednesday. Yes. Okay.
You can also connect to me at diana.kumbe, on Instagram, yeah. Send me a DM, say hi that you watch the show. Yeah.
It's always a delight to have her join me on the show. It's always fun to have her join me. And of course, fashion tips, more of it is on her social media page. So please go there and let's get connected. Of course, we're moving on to other things right here on the show. It's going to get heated after this, okay?
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a chapter you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. Real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yavita, and I am your host. Cheers.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest Broken Pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
This week on The Dish. A person who is willing and saying that I see what you are doing. I see the load you are carrying. I see that you are going through troubles. I see that you are doing too much for our sake. How about you create some space for me and empower me? Once you tell me that I can do it, let me help you so that we can somehow manage the weight on your head. And if you look at it from that angle, I think it's a conversation that must be had, and it has to, because it concerns everyone. If I'm not directly, you don't have a sister, someday you have a daughter, you will regret the fact that you didn't empower her enough to make certain decisions.
Right.
You know, so it's very crucial. And I don't think that it should be looked at, you know,
in that line.
In that line, such as, you know, we are making noise. We are not just...
Jump Pack Show, but hey, it's still logged in. Well, you do know it's the AM Club right here on MX24. Let's get into the conversation. We've got Selekta. You mean the Selekta? Do people call you DJ Selekta?
No, some do add a DJ.
They add a DJ,
yeah, but
it's not, the DJ is not there.
No, it's not.
Why did you decide not to put any DJ there?
Oh, okay, so my name is Shaker. So apparently when you go to Google and you type in, you search in DJ Shaker, a lot pop up.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just separate my brand and then make my brand. Sorry, that's why I did that.
Wow. Anyways, he's a disc jockey artist, and most definitely we get into that. Because I was quite wondering, I mean, everybody would put a DJ to the name, so DJ this, DJ that. But for you...
and for the, you know, give me the Selekta. That's my artist episode. Give me the Selekta. Because it's dancehall artist.
Dancehall artist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I get that, So you are the official DJ for episode.
Yeah.
How's it working with artists? I mean, you know, apart from you doing your DJ stuff and, you know, playing in the clubs and whatnots, you know, the chemistry working with an artist, how is it like?
One, you have to understand the artist. So you have to put in a whole lot of work. Understanding the artist, what he likes, what he don't like. So more times you need to rehearse with the artist to get to know the artist, because it's not easy.
You know why I asked you this question?
No.
Oh, you remember there was this whole feud with, what's his name? Peter. So I wanted to understand why that really happened and why he was fuming about it and all that. So that's why I asked you about the chemistry between, because it looks like these days artists just want to go with their own DJ because the DJ understands the craft, understands how the artist wants to come in and all that. Okay, fantastic. I like that. But let's talk about you and, you know, your disc jockeying moments. I mean, what would you say has been the best moment ever as far as this career? You chose to get into this career. What's been the best moment for you so far?
Okay, so my best moment is playing at Rapaholic.
Okay.
Yeah, that is last year.
Last year? Yeah. Sarkodie Rapaholic.
That's my best moment.
Wow. Why would you say that's your best?
Yeah, because I started from a small town called Edukrom in the eastern region. That was 2003. Moved to Koforidua. I was like, I won't do anything apart from DJing. You know how your parents will go like, I don't want to be a doctor, I don't want to be this. So me see myself being there, playing at Rapaholic, and Sarkodie has been an icon. Was the best moment for me.
I see.
It's the best moment for me.
I see. Yeah. What would you say is the most challenging thing when it comes to, you know, disc jockeying on your side? I mean, my side. Because you've experienced it for quite a long time.
Okay, so the challenging side is in Ghana, people don't really understand. Because when we say you're a DJ, some go like, it's going to be a spinner. Spinner. That is the challenge because people don't want to accept the fact that maybe your parents don't want to accept that you want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Why can't you be a lawyer, a doctor? Yeah. So that's the main challenge we are facing. And then we need investors to understand that without the DJ, there can't be any party. There can't be a live event party, you understand? Imagine you put up your event, there's no DJ. How would the party be? So the challenge is we need people to come and invest in the DJing craft, pay us well.
How long have you been playing though?
Okay, so I started in 2003. So
2003, so if you do the calculations now, that's quite a long time. That's really quite a long time. I mean, really quite a long time because 2003, we did to 2025. You do the maths. It's up to you. But, you know, moving forward with disc jockeying, I mean, what would you say is something maybe you have identified that you feel like, oh, if something is done to this side of the industry, it would help DJs and it'll help people like you?
Investors.
Investors?
Yes. Investing in our craft.
I see. But when you say investing into your craft, what do you mean?
Putting money in what we do. Discovering the DJ, like people discover artists. You're like musicians, which we are an act.
Okay.
So investing to come and sign us, put money in us.
Okay.
For us to grow.
Okay.
That is what I see.
Okay.
You understand? Because without invested, we are suffering. How can a DJ push himself to the top there?
I get it. I for one, I've always fought clients who come to me because I'm an MC and we do the stuff with you, you know, we go into collaboration with you. So I've always fought clients who come in and say, I mean, live band is good, but I always advise you, I mean, get a DJ, get some sounds on there, because I mean, sometimes, come on, you are entering
collaboration
some
between
songs.
a DJ and MC,
come on, that collaboration. But speaking about that though, tell us, you know, the collaboration between a DJ and the MC. What field is that? I mean, what can you say about that?
It's a deep connection.
It's a deep connection.
The MC still need to know his job.
Yeah.
Know music, know the DJ is playing with. Yeah, that's the main thing. Because there are some MCs, when you are not good, you can't play for them. Yeah, because the timing, the signs, you need to understand. So the connection between an MC
and a DJ,
like a DJ and is very needed. It needs to be that.
Shaker, can someone just wake up and say, I want to be a DJ?
Never.
What would it take for somebody to be a DJ?
One, you need to understand music.
Okay.
All genre of music.
All genre of music.
After that, you have to have the passion.
Okay.
Passion. Because when you have the passion, that's where nothing will stop you.
Okay.
And you have to know music. I always go like, forget about the technical side. Don't want, I can just maybe a week or two to let you know, but you have to know music. Understand music, all genre of music. Because DJing is music.
That's it.
Simple.
As simple as that. DJing is music. You need to understand music. You need to know your music. You need to be involved in music. And I love what he said. It's about all genre of music and not just, you know, the hip hop, the hip life, the gospel, this. But what do you think about people who have sidelined into, you know, one type of genre? Because I do know that there's shouts going out to, you know, the likes of DJ Paloma, for instance. Paloma, it's strictly gospel music. He doesn't do anything. You know, what do you think about that?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Maybe he has chosen to master. Yeah, that is good. Me like this. I love hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah, I love hip hop very well. But
you look like a hip hop person. I mean, like
but I play original music. But when you put me on the hip hop side,
you will kill him.
You will love it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, nice. What's the future looking like for you in terms of, you know, this whole year? What should we be expecting from you? Because I know some DJs do some tour, and you know they have a sideline tour for that alone. So,
so
for you,
first, I have a lot of events coming up. I have 2 major events coming up.
Okay.
I can mention one for now. That's Shaker Fest coming on this year.
Okay, Shaker Fest.
Yeah, that's my personal event. And I'm signed to Kulaperi's Creative. So Kulaperi too is my manager.
Oh, you're signed to Kulaperi? Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah, Kulaperi is my
bro.
Yeah, so we have a lot of things happening. Yeah, I have major events coming. But in mind, put Shaker Fest there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The day to be out soon. Yeah.
Your take on awards, because for Ghana DJ Awards, for example, has come under a lot of criticisms. Although some DJs will go like, so let's grasp it. But we've heard a lot of DJs coming out to complain about the award scheme here and there and all that. But your take on awards.
Okay, so I always go like, the moment you get nomination from an award, automatically a winner. You understand? You have to be very glad and happy that you have been nominated. Imagine the whole Ghana, so many type of DJs, and you have been nominated. You have to be. Always I go like, awards are good, but when you put your focus on awards, you can't go anywhere. You have to have the passion and do your thing. Ghana DJs awards hours. But my mind is not there. You have to put your mind that I have to get award, I have to get. No. Keep doing you. When it's the right time, you got it.
Recognized.
Like the way last year I won it. I won the Pop DJ of the Year.
Pop DJ of the
Imagine I started 2003 till now. So just last year I won an award.
Wow.
So you see.
Wow. Well, big congratulations to you. We know definitely subsequently the other awards you'll be sweeping in, and we know that will go as far as it is. If somebody wants to connect with you, somebody wants to, you know, get you for a gig, somebody wants to feel like, we need Selekta to play, you know, at this particular. Do you play for weddings too as well?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, all right. Because there are some people who would go like, nah. Maybe about weddings, there, maybe any pubs, any clubs, any wine for no. But I think you are all round.
Yes. I'm all round. Yeah,
so how do we go about that?
So for bookings, you need to connect with Kola Perry.
Okay.
And you want to follow me to all social media, Selekta Shaker at Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah, and Instagram, everything. Just add the Selekta Shaker.
Selekta Shaker.
Simple.
Okay, how is the Selekta spelled?
It's Selekta.
Okay, yours is KTA.
Yeah.
Somebody would have gone for Selekta itself.
You do the C thing.
Yeah. All right, that is your camera. I want you to advise all upcoming, DJs out there about the job and what they should be expecting.
Okay, so 1, passion. 2, be humble. 3, respect. And 4, avoid alcohol, drugs.
I like that. I like the 4th one. I like the 4th one.
You know, I say that because our job is very stressful. Yeah. So when you add alcohol and drugs to it, your health-wise. Yeah.
It's very necessary because, I mean, somebody will feel like, oh, whilst I'm on the turntables,
but still you're putting, you need water.
Yeah.
You need water.
Very necessary.
Yeah.
Charlie, my brother from another mother, thank you so much for coming through. It's been a blessing having you right here. I know some DJs, you also do mixtapes here and there.
Yeah, I have a lot on Audio Mac.
Okay, where can we get it?
Selekta Shaker on Audio Mac, Spotify.
Okay.
Apple Music. Selekta Shaker have a lot of music. They just searching, just enter the name Selekta Shaker, more pop up then.
Most definitely. All right, so there you have it, Selekta Shaker. It is go out there, stream, the mixtapes, get your mixtape. And he said when it comes to hip hop, so if you're a hip hop fan out there, you know what to do. I mean, it's Selekta Shaker everywhere, all right? So thank you so much for coming in. It's been a blessing having you right here. We're looking forward to the other things that you'll be coming in, especially for the fest. Yes, we're looking forward to the fest. When the details are out, please kindly let us know so that we can also push it out there. All right, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. It's been, what a jam-packed show. But anyways, tomorrow we're celebrating Ghana Independence Day. It's 68th independence, and yes, Ghana is 68 years old. So tomorrow we'll definitely bring you the 68th Independence Day celebration, the MX24 edition tomorrow. So get ready for that one. We have so much in store for you. My name is Kojo Dasebre. We'll see you same time.